Would you mind closing the windows? Would you mind me closing the windows? Hello mga ka-Nanay, it's me again, Nanay Jane, and welcome to another episode of Nanay Jane's Grammar Lessons. And today, let's talk about asking favor or permission using would you mind? And if you are an applicant here at Native Camp, I'm sure this is very familiar because this is one of the materials that you need to study for the demo lesson. I hope this video could help you also. And I'll try to explain this grammar point in the easiest way possible. First, allow me to show you how I teach grammar middle 32. So I'll be showing you the first part only until grammar point because many teachers have been asking me how to do this. So this is grammar middle 32. The title is Would You Mind Me Closing the Windows? Please repeat. Please check today's goal. And let's move on to today's phrases. Please repeat after me. Would you mind closing the door? Would you mind my closing the windows? Would you mind if I closed the windows? I can't stand the noise either. Now, let's check today's grammar point. Today's grammar point is would you mind? Please repeat after me. Would you mind is used to ask others for a favor or permission. For example, asking someone for a favor to close the door. Would you mind closing the door? Would you mind if I ask you to close the door? No, I wouldn't. Yes, I would. If you want to ask someone for permission to close the door, you can say, would you mind me closing the door? Would you mind my closing the door? Would you mind if I close the door? No, I wouldn't. Yes, I would. So, let's talk about would you mind in details. And again, I'll try to explain this the easiest way possible. Let's talk about would you mind closing the door and would you mind me or my closing the door. Kailan natin sila ginagamit? So, let's talk about would you mind closing the door first. Pag sinabi natin would you mind closing the door, that means you are asking someone for a favor. Ibig sabihin, siya yung gagawa ng action. Nakikiusap ka sa kanyang gawin yung action na yun. Like for example, would you mind subscribing to this channel? So, sino ba yung magsusubscribe? Ako or kayo? So, kayo, ibig sabihin, I am asking you for a favor. When we use, would you mind me or my closing the door, that means, humihingi ako ng permission from you kung okay lang ba na isara ko yung pinto. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, I can also use, would you mind my vlogging this lesson? Yan. Or, would you mind me telling this to everyone? So, ibig sabihin, sino magsasabi nun sa lahat? Ako. Okay? It's, I'm asking for permission kung okay lang na sabihin ko yun sa lahat. Yun. So, that is the difference between would you mind ing, would you mind ing, and would you mind me, my ing. Now, the next question is, bakit dalawa to? Would you mind me closing the door? Would you mind my closing the door? So, marami ding nalilito dito sa dalawang to. Ang understanding natin dyan is, you can use either of the two. That means, would you mind me closing the door? Would you mind my closing the door? Parehas lang silang tama. Parehas silang asking permission. Ako yung gagawa ng action. But, ang difference nila is that if you use would you mind me closing the door, you are giving emphasis to yourself doing the action. And when you use would you mind my closing the door, you are giving emphasis to the action, which is closing the door. So the next question is, ano ang dapat isagot sa would you mind na question? Okay, so let's go back to the example. Would you mind closing the door? No, I wouldn't. That means I'll close the door for you. Yes, I would. That means I won't close the door for you. So let's take it this way again. Would you mind subscribing to this YouTube channel? Syempre, para-paraan na rin tayo. Kung okay lang sa'yo na mag-subscribe sa akin, your answer would be, no, I don't mind. I want to subscribe. Pero kung hindi okay sa'yo na mag-subscribe, ang isasagot mo is, yes, I would mind. I don't want to subscribe. Maiinis ka ba kapag pinasubscribe kita sa YouTube channel ko? Yes, maiinis ako, so hindi ako magsasubscribe. No, hindi ako maiinis, so magsasubscribe ako. So, ayun lang po mga kananay. I hope na this is somehow helpful. Tingnan natin kung nakatulong talaga yung explanation natin. I'll give you some exercises, okay? First, let's identify this question if it's permission or favor. Okay? So again, favor, yung taong kausap mo ang gagawa ng action. Nakikiusap ka lang. Yung permission, ikaw ang gagawa ng action. Nagpapaalam ka. Okay, let's begin. Would you mind postponing the exam? Favor or permission? The answer is favor. Sino ba ang magpo-postpone ng exam? Ikaw or yung kausap mo? Yung kausap mo. So that is a favor. Okay, next. Would you mind turning up the volume? I can't hear anything. Favor or permission? The answer is favor again. Kasi sino ang magpapalakas ng volume? Ikaw or yung kausap mo? So yung kausap mo, you're asking a favor. Okay, number 3. Would you mind me sitting down beside you? Favor or permission? The answer is permission because you are the one who's going to do the action. Okay. Number 4. Would you mind me using your phone to make a call? Favor or permission? Yes, permission. You are the one who's going to make a call. Last one. Excuse me, would you mind opening up your luggage? Favor or permission? It's a favor. Otherwise, kung permission siya, dapat, would you mind me opening up my luggage? Right? Okay, so if you got perfect score, congratulations! This time, let's use the exercises in Grammar Middle 32. Let's have first asking for favors and permission using would you mind plus ing. Okay, so number 1, ask permission using the word or the verb borrow. Would you mind my borrowing your phone? Or would you mind me borrowing your umbrella? If your answer is would you mind me or my borrowing blank, you are right. Number 2, ask for a favor using the verb contact. Would you mind contacting my parents? If that's your answer, you are right. Number 3, ask for permission using the verb sweep. Would you mind me sweeping the floor? Would you mind my sweeping the floor? So if your answer is would you mind my sweeping blank, you are correct. Okay, number 4. Ask for a favor using the verb print. Would you mind printing these pictures? If your answer is would you mind printing blank, you are correct. And last one, number 5. Ask for permission using the verb date. Would you mind me dating your cousin? Would you mind my dating your friend? If your answer is, would you mind me or my dating blank, you are right. Okay, did you get 5 over 5? Congratulations! And for our last exercise, I will leave the answers to you. So kayo na po yung magsasagot nito and pag-isipan nyo kung tama ba yung sinagot ninyo. Let's try to practice answering questions using would you mind. So again mga ka-Nanay, kapag tinanong kayo ng question na would you mind, yes, I will mind, ibig sabihin hindi nyo siya gagawin. No, I won't mind, ibig sabihin okay lang sa inyo. So let's try. Would you mind watching the advertisements in my vlogs? Would you mind sharing this video to your friends? Would you mind leaving a comment in this video? If your answer is no, I'll be waiting for your comments. Would you mind me doing another grammar lesson video? If your answer is no, wait for my next vlog. And for the last one, would you mind subscribing to my YouTube channel? If your answer is no, please subscribe now and hit the notification bell to get notified if I have new upload about ESL teaching, grammar lessons, parenting, and work from home tips. Okay, so that's it mga ka-Nanay. I hope that I was able to help you somehow about your confusions regarding this topic. So again, thank you so much. Would you mind subscribing to this YouTube channel? Bye bye, see you next time.